Welcome to the Guest Lounge on the Willie J Show on Gospel City 24/7. Be entertained, informed, and edified on Saturday morning's talk radio show, the Willie J Show on Gospel City 24/7. And now, and now, and now, with today's guest, here is the man himself, Mr. Willie J.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Willie J Show right here on Gospel City 24/7. We are in the guest lounge, the part of the show when we have a very special guest here to share with you. And so we are here to chit-chat with someone very interesting this morning. One of the veterans in the gospel arena. She has been around for quite a few years. Yes, indeed. It's none other than Joan Flemmings. Welcome to the show, Joan.
Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good morning to the beautiful station and the beautiful people listening.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Yes, we are happy to have you. It's so good to have you here. And we are here to chit-chat with you, to hear all about your music and parts of your life, the interesting parts that you want to share with us. And
All right.
yes, and to help our listeners learn a little more about you and to
Okay, then.
understand your music a little more. Yes.
Okay.
So let's start from the beginning. Where in Jamaica do you hail from, and what was it like as a child growing up in Jamaica for you?
All right. I'm from Linstead in St. Catherine, where the song originated from.
Okay.
Carrier Acton Linstead Market.
Yes.
That's where I'm from. Linstead in St. Catherine.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful patch. Yes, sir.
I agree.
I
I
was
agree.
born there.
Uh-huh.
Born there. And I was raised by both my parents, my mom and my dad. My dad is now deceased for over 30 years.
Okay.
I was born up in a Christian home. My dad was a bishop. My mother is, till this day, an evangelist. I was grown up in country. I'm a country girl.
Yes.
I'm still a country girl, and I love being a country girl. I love it. I would not change that for anything.
Yes.
And so music is based on how I was grown, where I was grown, and how I feel lively and happy and cheerful.
Okay. Yes, interesting. So what are some of the little childhood pranks you used to carry out in the country? I'm sure even though you were your parents were bishop and evangelist, you still would have done your little pranks somewhere along the line. Anything?
Well, actually, I don't think I stopped pulling pranks, because that childlike thing is still in me.
Oh, boy.
I'm up in age, but I have a very childlike mind till this day, which I'm glad for.
Yes.
And I love to do stuff like that. I was, like I said, I grew up in my home church. My dad was the bishop,
Yes.
and we have a lot of members. Mostly then back in the days what we call old school. I love
Yes.
to use that word, old school, but more elderlies in church than young people. Yes?
Okay.
And
Yes.
so they will always, it's a village that raised a child or raised the kid. So it's not only your parent would
Yes.
tell you this, little girl come back, little girl stop do that, little girl come off the tree, that would be me. Little girl come off the tree, you're not a boy, you're a girl.
Oh,
That's me.
boy. Yes.
Little girl, stop picking up that thing, put it back. Yes, my neighbor called her that. John, stop doing that. One of the things I like to do in church,
Uh-huh.
as my dad did, And they used to, back then, they don't do it now. I miss those days. We used to have convention. Well, we have convention still. I'm talking about the prank I used to pull back then.
Yes.
And in church, they used to sell rosettes. I don't know if everyone listening remember rosettes. That's a little flower thing you pin on your dress during convention time. They use a little pin they call common pin.
Yes, now they would use what they call corsages.
There you go.
Yes.
But then we used to use the pin, the common pin, and hold it on your clothes. And I will always have a little extra common pin. I don't know where I get it from. Pick it up in church.
Yes.
And I would pass, and during the time of the service going on, I would pass against, I guess you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Pass against some of the ladies. One stick, and they would scream out as if they're in spirit.
Uh-huh.
and there's the bishop's daughter.
Yes.
They're joking people with all these pins. Merciful Father. Sometimes by the time they look, I pass that bench already, I've gone to the next bench.
So they're sure is the spirit touch them.
And you know what, then they used to use the finger and the eye look at you, wave the finger that wait until church over.
Yes.
But I used to do that. I used to do that a lot. I love to play, so I was not like the girlish girl. I was more a little tomboy girl, yes. So
okay.
I was with my brothers, so there are lots of, we used to play cowboy and Indian. I don't know if you listeners remember those days in country. We played Dolly House.
Yes.
We played cowboy and Indian, but cowboy and Indian is your finger, like a piece of stick.
Uh-huh.
One is the Indian and the cowboy, and oh God, my childhood days is so excited. We used to have a soda bottle.
Yes.
Soda bottle, yes. Let me explain this so listener could hear it well. So we're playing Dolly House and I'm the mom. And we get the some straw or grass straw, that's it. And we twine up the grass and put it in the bottle. And they will hang over. So that's the girl. And then we would take a piece of stick now and slap the bottle and go to shop. You hear me? And buy bread. The bottle don't move, here you know. Did you get the bread? Hold out your hand. Those were Dolly House.
Yes.
We used to play Dandy Shandy. Yes, man, and we used to get the juice box. Lord have mercy, good old days. The juice box, and you put in the little edge so it won't hit you hard. And then we throw it at each other and play Dandy Shandy. You throw it and you jump up.
Yes.
You jump up high so the box don't catch you.
Yes,
hide and seek. Marble. And we play marble now where you take one marble, hit the other marble. We used to have one that named Toe.
Yes.
Oh God. Gig. There you go. The string. You young, so you don't know these things. The gig the string tie and the gig, and then you draw the string and let it go and the gig spin. Oh, merciful Lord God, those days. So there was no tablet and phones and iPads and these things.
Yes.
They were naturally outdoor games, hide and seek. You run behind a tree and they see you, you're telling the person, you didn't see me. Yeah, when they call lick and run.
Yes.
Merciful. When you lick, then you have to run, they catch,
Yes,
but these were exciting things, and let me just say, till this day, I still play hide and seek with my sons. Yes, I love it.
I can't guess how much fun they have.
Oh yes, man. Oh yes. So those are some of my childhood days, and I remember them. Like I said, right now, and some I try to play even now. I don't the body can't manage it no more. You say, but it's as young. But
yes.
I keep young, I keep young in my heart and in my mind. And
yes,
I love to play, and I love kids, So my childhood memories keep me very happy now, and I try to pass it on to young members of the church now, and the happiness that keeps in their heart and all these things. So, yes, I do enjoy my childhood days. Enjoy it a lot.
Well, that is wonderful, that you try to pass it on, because I think our children nowadays are losing out on the traditional things that we used to do. That really,
I think so.
Yes, that really adds spice to our lives,
yes, I think so.
Yes. So, you grew up in Linstead for the most part then?
Yes.
Okay. And what was it like when you reached high school years?
High school years wasn't too far from how I was growing. My basic school was in Linstead. I leave the basic school to Linstead school that is in Linstead, and then I moved on to high school that was in Kingston, that Gainstead High School
Oh, okay.
in Kingston, Crossroad area. We have to pass
Yes. Yeah,
Foster
man.
Mantle Children's Hospital to go to school across from the stadium.
Yes, I
And
remember the
school days,
uniform. I don't know if it's changed
there
now,
you
but I
go, blue
remember.
and blue.
Yes.
Yes, blue and yellow.
Yes.
Yes, those were fantastic time for me. One of the things that stand out in school for me is because the stadium and the upper camp. I don't know if anybody remember the
Yes,
upper
yes.
camp where the soldiers are. Wasn't far from us. During to walk to school and walk back from school, we actually passed.
Yes.
And it got me really excited to hear when they were marching and the foot was stamping on the ground and the salute and the command. And it get me very, very
Yes, so you used to
interested.
stop and watch them.
Yes, I wanted was to be a soldier. That's it. That's all I wanted to be. 'Cause like I said, I was not really girly. I was more
Yes.
like tomboy. So I think that, and then my height, I'm 5'9", so
Okay,
I'm tall,
yes.
and I think this is fantastic for me, and that's all I wanted to do. And I passed everything during after high school, well, during the time before I left,
Uh-huh.
except the physical. I didn't pass the physical. I didn't know that I had low blood pressure until that when we did the physical.
Oh,
And I was crying so much. And I
wow.
went and told my dad
Uh-huh.
that I want to be a soldier. And you know, kids back then, we explain things so weird, so different. It's not like now. Babies now are talking like somebody's out of a college. And when we were younger, when even we're grown, we you can tell that, oh, she's from the country. Yes, mom. No, mom. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Thank you. Oh, it's country girl. And and I was explaining to my dad that I want to be a soldier, and they said me can't. And my father said something to me that stayed with me all my life. He said, maybe you didn't, God didn't want you to be that soldier, but you could be a soldier for God.
Yes, I.
It didn't resonate in my heart then because I was still upset.
Yes,
Even
yes.
well, not to let my dad know, but in my heart, I was still thinking about it. So I'm thinking, but this is how naive I was, and I'm thinking, soldier, all people to be soldier in church. I can't be no soldier. To show you how I was thinking, I
Yes.
didn't get it. And it took me years after a while. And then finally I got it one day when I was actually preaching. I got it. And I
Okay.
started laughing in the service. I guess we're wondering, okay, she's going now, why she's laughing? But because it come full circle now when I'm thinking, oh my God, yeah, I get it.
Yes.
I'm a soldier for God. Yeah.
And that's what I
So,
wanted to say all along, I wanted to say to you that no, you didn't get through
yeah,
in the army, but you
in the
didn't go
army of
far
God,
from
right?
it because you are a soldier for Christ.
Oh yeah. But those were wonderful times, man. Wonderful times in um, um, all age school and high school. I used let me just go back a little bit in all age school when they have this race. They were running the race, and because I was so tall, with long legs, I said to the PE teacher, no, sir, I cannot run in the race. And the 100 meter, they want me to do 100 meter for my house. And back
Okay.
then you have a red house, green house,
Yes.
and blue house. I was in blue house. Red house is always the house winning. I don't know why. And I said, sir, no. So sir said, no, you can't do it. Come on, Flemmings. And I'm there crying, because Lord, I know I can't run with
Oh
all these,
boy.
the fast ones. But he thought because I'm tall I could, and he put me in the
Yes.
race. I am there with my hand over my eyes, like thinking, oh no. So when they say it's not gun they use like in big race, is that they said, anyone gets it, go, and then but because my hand was over my face, like thinking, no.
Yes.
When he said go, the direction that my face was in, that's where I start run to.
Oh boy.
It is opposite.
Oh
The other
no.
people them go. I know. Believe you me, they don't let me forget it.
Oh,
The
you actually
entire
ran
country
away
was
from the
laughing.
race.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to run in my direction.
Oh
So I
boy.
start running. They were, I tell you, man, I tell you. So these are things that stand out in school for me.
Yes,
That
yes.
my parents, even when I'm grown up, they will always remember these things. Like, don't miss the direction you're running. I say, leave me alone.
Yes. So you said that you had really wanted to become a soldier to join the army, but that didn't work
Don't
out. Which area did you
didn't
end
work.
up in career wise?
I sing.
So tell us that story then. How did you end up in music? How did you end up choosing music?
Okay, so in school, well, actually, that's a good question. I don't think I chose it. I don't think so. I
It
don't think so.
chose you.
Yeah, because I did not know that I could sing, and I didn't
Okay.
have an intention of singing. I didn't have that intention of singing.
Yes.
So two things. One, in school, there was the ICF, with the Christian group,
Yes. Yes.
and because I was a Christian already, I got saved when I was 8 years old. Yeah,
Okay.
at my
Wow.
dad's.
Yes. Wonderful.
So I was a Christian. Right? So as a Christian, and I'm at school, I was introduced by one of the teachers to the ICF at school, which is Gainsted High. So for the first time I went in that classroom where all Christian was, it was just three of us. And I'm thinking, is there three Christian in the school? This is in my mind because I wasn't a very talkative person, so I was always not saying anything. Now my
Yes.
teachers keep
Yes.
saying, let me say you're gonna talk today. I would shake my head like no. My head would say no. But when we went in there, I saw this gentleman came with a keyboard, and then I saw some other ladies coming, well, kids coming like myself.
Yes.
I did well, of course. I wasn't singing. I didn't know how to sing, and I had no intention to sing. I just wanted to go in the class and sit to hear about Jesus.
Yes.
So when they came in, now he start, and this is he start playing the keyboard, and then other young lady start to singing songs, different songs, and I hear different, and he start going in keys like da 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 da.
Yes.
To myself, I'm thinking, why are they singing la 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 la? So not knowing the man was trying to find the keys. That was singing the conscious self.
Yes.
Then he said to me, "You in the back? Do you want to join?" I'm thinking, no, sir. And I said, "No, sir." But when they start singing, I would start humming in my mind, but I didn't want
Yeah.
them to see that I was humming. And then I start patting my hand because I enjoy it. But
Yeah.
I think I was beyond shy. And this is a country girl from Linstead going
Yes.
into Kingston, a school in Kingston. All the kids are from Kingston. And the term they will use now, they're more excited, they dress more nice, pretty hairstyle, and blah, blah, blah. And I felt a little bit, no, sir, don't do it, Joe, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't open your mouth like that.
Yes.
So I think I was too shy. So that's what held me back from then.
Yes.
I'm talking and I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. I think he passed now, but I want us to say his name because he was the first one I hear actually doing music.
Yes.
So going back to church now, my choir, the choir was rehearsing a couple of times and weekends and Saturdays and so for Sunday. And so a function coming up and I was in the church and I was helping to clean the church. As a little kid, we were cleaning the church, we were dusting windows and all these things and cleaning the
Yes.
floor. Yes, man, with red dye and a little old soft t-shirt where you use and rub the floor.
Yes.
And the old coconut brush and you're shining the floor and you're listening
Yes.
to the big people singing.
Yes.
And you look at them and they say, do what you're doing and behave yourself. And you go, yes, ma'am. But you're listening to them and you're shining the floor. And if you're shining too loud, take your time and use the soft cloth. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But you're listening.
Yes.
So listening to them sing, I get to hear the song clearly. And I know the turns, I know the chorus, because I'm in church with them all the time
Yes.
doing these songs. So what happened now is that the Sunday, when they're having the function, this is how I was, should I say discover?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I could not fit in the seat of the kids my age. I was their age, but I was so tall,
Oh, okay.
so I couldn't fit in the seat. So they said, John, go and sit up top. Go ahead and sit with the big people and behave yourself. So I said, yes, ma'am. And so I sit in the back where the senior choir sit in the back because I couldn't sit in the little kid seat.
Yes.
So when before the bishop comes and the bishop will praise the Lord, bless the Lord, the choir is going to sing. And so when the choir stand, I was to stand with them because that's where I was sitting.
Yes, you alone couldn't be sitting while they are standing.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So when the choir singing, remember now, I am not the choir. Yes. I'm just sitting there because when the kids call me in school, giraffe, I'm too tall.
Yes.
I hope the listener didn't hear that part, the giraffe part. No, okay. So when they start singing, I am singing because, like I said, over the weeks,
there, so I not
know
sing.
The song.
Yes.
So they're actually coming down now to end the song, and the voice is coming down to end the song. Oh man! And I didn't know, so I closed my eyes during the time of the singing. My voice was up there with them, singing very loud and strong because I know the song.
Yes.
But because I closed my eyes, again, I didn't know the song was ending.
Mm-hmm.
So for the song to end, I was still singing very loud.
And they heard your voice.
Take the mic from her. Take the mic from her. I did not have a mic.
Oh boy. Yes.
So there you go, discovering the strength of my voice. I didn't have a mic, and my voice was so strong.
Yes.
Then I didn't know I could sing. Then after church, she was saying she can't sing, but she was singing on key too. I don't even ask what key means, then But so to speak, I was discovered there and then that I could sing, and that my voice was true. So they had me to the court.
Okay.
Can we say an history? Yes. And history after that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you started singing in the church choir. How did you?
In the church.
Yes. How did you make the transfer from the church choir to doing gospel music?
So my church. So I was on my church choir by some accident, or you could say, God divine hand pushed me there.
Yes.
Because it wasn't intended. So the different churches in different communities, Linstead and Bagwalk, St. Catherine, Spanish Town, they would meet up in different conventions, so that my choir would go to Spanish Town to sing there, or their choir would come to our church and sing in different functions.
Yes.
So those from Spanish Town church come to our church and sing, and then they saw me. The young people and the choir saw me when I was singing.
In your choir.
What's your name? Sister Joan. You can sing? No. Can you come to our church and sing? No. Why? Because I'm not coming. When I asked my father first.
Okay.
So eventually I get to go to Spanish Town for the very first time in my life. And I'm grown up. But we weren't allowed to go places like all over the place.
Yes.
That's how we're grown by our parents. It's country people,
Yes.
So we went to Spanish Town, and I saw them that was inviting me. It was their church. And then I wasn't singing. They sang, and I'm like, what am I singing over that strong? Oh gosh. So when after church they came and said they want to join our group because we entered the JCDC. I don't have a clue what that is. So I said, of course, I said, no. Sister Joan, you going to come? I said, no, even into my father now going to let me come to Spanish Town and sing. So here goes. No, it's not Spanish Town, it's Town. We're going to come on TV. What? We're going to come on TV? Yes. I said, we're going to ask my father come on TV.
Oh, boy.
So it wasn't for, can you hear the childhood thing in me?
Yes.
So it wasn't for the singing, and the excitement, to be honest, was just to be on TV. What? And to go Kingston? Okay, going Kingston was like going abroad back then. Foreign.
Yes.
And you don't have the opportunity all the time.
Yes.
So eventually, now, let me just cut it quickly. Eventually, now we join and we choose the songs and we start doing a whole little rehearsal. And after the rehearsal, it was the day to enter the final. And we entered the final. one of the things happened is that they have this beautiful, cute young lady, such a wonderful young lady. She was the lead singer for the group. I was in the background. It was like maybe 8, 9 of us in the group, a lot of us
Yes.
from different church, different denominations joined, make one group.
Yes.
And when they the time of we're supposed to count down to, that was JBC, not TVJ, so show you
Yes,
how
yes,
long.
yes, indeed.
And when they count us down to start performing live, so we're gonna be on TV, she froze. They don't remember the song.
Wow.
That's the lead singer.
Uh-huh.
So they had us take a quick break, and they were asking, anybody know the song? Anybody know the song? And of course I knew the song. And they said, step forward, and I stepped forward. Of course, my God, man, know me singing Jesus, because I know the song.
Yes.
So I'm actually in the front. I move from the back, not by choice again. God again moving me again. He just keep moving me in life. And I stood there and I sing the song, and we got third place.
Wow.
And we got, yes, which was a fan. The group win one fan. Merciful. I don't know how to share one fan.
Yes. Yeah.
And we won. We got third place, and I was crying. When we went in the back room, I was crying, and you want some call ear, I rub my shoes so my shoes shine because I was on TV. And I washed my hair and put it up here, and so my ear look pretty like coolie ear.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, not, but you just want to look pretty as a young girl.
Yes.
Pretty.
Uh-huh.
And the people laughing, so they see me on TV. Yay!
Yeah.
Then in the back, I was crying when they said we got third place. But I was like, why are you crying? I said, because I wanted us to win.
Yeah.
I tell my father I wanted us to win. And well, this gentleman, which was a politician at the time, he's now deceased. He watched us on the television, and then he recognized me, the tall girl from Linstead.
Okay.
Isn't that she, And then he came to visit me, and he asked what was happening and blah, blah, blah. And we were talking. So I said to him, yes, sir, we're entering within things. That's because I wanted us to win. I said, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something for you. And he said, yes, sir. And out of that doing something for me, for our album,
Yes.
he came and he got me, choose four person with you. He took us to Fab 5 in Kingston, which, is a great Fab 5.
Yes,
Cooper,
with Frankie
singing,
and Grub.
oh my God,
yes.
there you. And he took me from Linstead to Kingston. First, I'm going into a student all my life, meeting these men. All I do is put my hand over my eye and keep smiling when I say them because these are famous men. I'm afraid to touch them.
Yeah.
And so our album began right there. My title song, Right Time, Right Place.
Right place.
The first song I ever wrote in my life.
Okay, that was
so
your
the
first
album-
song. Wow, I can't believe it.
First time I ever wrote a song. Yeah, the first time I ever wrote a song. Because
Yeah.
he said we had us to write our own song. And so we gave birth to the album, Right Time, Right
Right
Place.
place. Yes, with
other
all
songs
Christian people was on that album too. Yes.
Right. So that's how all that came about. All
Okay.
that God just pushing.
And what was
eventually
the group called then again? Joan Flemmings and the
Joan Flemmings and the Inspirers.
yes,
Uh-huh.
Joan Fleming and the Inspirers.
Inspirers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, very interesting. And so
Yeah.
from there you moved from Bounds, in Bounds and Leaps.
There you go. There you
Yes, yes.
go. God has not stopped pushing me from one place to the next.
Okay. Well, you said you had before we were talking, and you said you had many interesting times and some sad times. Would you like to tell us one of the interesting? Well, you could say this was one, but if you can find another of the adventurous times you had, and maybe one of the times that wasn't so good. Uh-huh.
It's been a long journey. I'm now in my 40 years of ministry.
Yes.
40 years, that's a long time. That's not baby, that's a grown girl. That's
Yeah.
an old lady right there, 40 years. So me being 40 years of ministry, it got to be because life does not stop in ministry. Yes,
No, it goes
you're
on. Yes.
singing different places, ministering all over different places, different country. Life does not stop, and once is life, you're going to have ups
And
and downs,
downs. Yes.
bitter and sweet, because that's what make life.
Yes.
The ups and downs, bitter and sweet. And so, yes, um, there are times my ministry, doing what I do, which is a bit demanding because you have to be here. I have three boys, and during their baby stage, I still have to be working,
Yes.
traveling,
Uh-huh.
different places. And so some of those days weren't all that happy. I was happy to minister to people, happy to sing, happy to hug and greet, and to
Yes.
be on stage but there are some sad days when I had to leave my kids
Yes. You are
and
not
watch
able
them
to be
crying.
there at
It,
times when you
like,
felt they needed you. Yes.
yeah, it break my heart when my son is crying or my baby's then they're
Yes.
crying. I feel very bad, and there are days that I was backstage crying, and I have to wipe the tears and go and minister on stage
Oh
because
boy.
it
Yes.
felt like I was letting them down. Sometimes they were sick, and I have to go still, and they were still sick, and I
Yes.
still have to go because I'm already booked.
Yes.
Sometimes I
Yes.
have to be in country, and the flight is delayed, or I thought I would have gone home today, and it's their birthday, and I couldn't fly back
Oh
in time,
boy.
and
Yes.
there was no birthday for them, and they're sit there, and I felt like a bad mom.
Yes.
So those are some of the areas. Some of the areas, I love church. Like I said, I'm in church when I was a child, baptized. I was youth president. I was Sunday school teacher, youth president, a minister, a reverend, different position to position I have now in church. So I'm always in church, ministering in church, and then going on stage to minister. Sometimes some of the things that there are functions that I plan, we make it, we are going to do it. Yes, go, let's go.
Yes.
Inviting people. Then I have a show.
Oh boy.
And then
Yes.
the members are upset with me. So I'm torn between the church and I have to go have church on stage.
Yes. Yes.
So sometimes they're upset with me like that. So those are some. There are some. And then you have personally for me, sometimes I myself is not well. I'm sick. I remember my foot wasn't well. It was so swollen. I was hurting so bad.
Yes.
Post watching all these things. No, you can't let the audience
No, once
see
you're
all.
booked for a show, you just have to be there and be your best.
You're taking a pill. You're drinking lime juice. You're trying to wipe off the sweat. You cannot stand up properly. Your belly's killing you. And then they're calling him, and I represent Joan from his to hold the mic. And you're wondering, should I lay down and sing? So, and you have to hold it. But it is amazing how the grace of Almighty God during these times on stage when I'm not well. And the audience will not know, the promoter will not know. And I am literally passing out. I have a towel wiping because cold sweat is washing me. And
Yes.
sometimes I move the mic because my voice is going.
Yes.
And the music is carrying me. And I wait a little while and take a deep breath and go, please help me, Lord, help me, Lord. Then take a deep breath. And then I go in and sing the song. And
Yes.
before it is out, when I get off the stage, I'm not sick anymore.
Yes.
I don't know how. But that God is amazing. I could tell you stuff. I'm going to a concert. The car don't come to pick me up, and the people is calling, and you go on the road and you flag down this vehicle. The vehicle carry you halfway, and then I flag down a truck.
Oh.
Let me just explain that part. This is exciting. I'm telling you. This is exciting.
Yes.
I got a truck. This is to go Westmoreland, and this is Joan. And the men in the back of the truck, I said, sir. The show is down the road. No. I said, I'm Joan. Okay, come. They hold me to pull me up in the back of the truck. In the back of the truck. And I'm not crying. I'm thinking I'm too cute. Oh my God, my makeup and my hair. Who cares? I'm just there laughing and enjoying the truck flinging me from one side to the next, holding on and screaming out. making a
Yes.
lot of noise. Finally, I hear with the music playing, I realize, okay, this is it. And the
Yes.
guys came down and they helped me down out of the truck. I wipe off my foot, put on back my shoes, wipe off my face, take my hand and push back my ear, front part my hair, run across on the ground and go to the back of the stage and say, I'm here.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh, yes,
indeed.
man.
Yes.
There are some experience I have not normal, I'm telling you. For 40 years, I have some experience not normal.
I tell you. So you did that first album. How many other albums you did since then?
Well, we have Live in Miami. We have Sweet Will of God.
Yes.
Uh, but- and we have there's a lot of singles come after those. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay. All right. And what is in the pipeline for the future? I think you're currently doing some concerts.
Yes, yes. Oh, a lot, which is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I thank God. I really, really thank God because there is no reason for God to have me at this age and stage up and down, back and forth on stage. It's not like anything I did that deserved His blessing, and He making way for me and placing me to different areas. So I'm beyond grateful, beyond grateful. So I just completed a tour a couple months back.
Yes.
Started out from Atlanta. I mean, when I say I'm saying this, I mean the, the next day, next day, next day, next day, next day.
Yes.
So from Atlanta to Florida, the next day we moved to Philly. From Philly to New York, we closed our show. I went home. Now I'm here now, talking to you now in New York. Leaving from New York to Philadelphia to do the show in Philadelphia. Go back to Jamaica, and I have 3 legs. I'll show me next day, next day, next day to do this weekend. So yes, I need to carry a mattress and a pillow and a sheet with me.
Yes, because you're on the go. Yeah.
And the go. So
Yes.
grateful, so grateful.
Yes, indeed. And what do you say is up for the future? Any more albums coming?
Oh yes, most definitely. Um, um, Actually, there are some songs that I've completed already. It's not released yet, but we're gonna place them into albums. So those are the ones that I completed already. They're waiting. I'm still between concert writing songs that I want to play, and one of the song entitled "Interview." I love that one so much. Um, I'm writing that myself. There's another one that called 119. No, 911. No,
Yes.
Psalms 91.
Oh, Psalm 91. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the gist of the song is one called 119. No, 911. No, 91. Psalms
Okay.
91. So that's the gist of the
Interesting.
song. And
Yes.
it's yeah. So it's gonna be mental, of course.
That's what I was
I love
about
children.
to ask you, if it's going to
Mhm.
have a folk rhythm, because when you told me about the Aki and Saltfish song in Linstead, I thought to myself, well, that really shaped you because most of your songs have this sweet cultural rhythm to it, whether it be mento
Oh
or
yeah.
reggae or one of those.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's not a whole lot, like I said, to how we were grown.
Yes.
We were grown happy kids and happy with the Lord, because all we know because of our parents and our church, we weren't allowed to go to dance. We
Yes,
weren't
yes.
we didn't know nothing in the outside world we were grown to, because even then to process your hair was a problem. We couldn't put a little color thing on your fingernail. It was against
Yes.
we were grown up. We couldn't
Yes.
process our hair. We couldn't no, but we were happy in the Lord. We were happy
Yes,
in the Lord.
yes.
Everything was about Jesus. So grown up now and being a big woman now,
Yes.
and you controlling your life, of course, with Jesus Christ being your leader. It doesn't fall far from you. The happiness of Christ is still embedded in you.
Yes.
It's in you. And so you still find that joy, that happiness, and you love to be in church, you love to worship and all these things. And
Yes,
so it comes
indeed.
out in your song. It comes out in your song. There are people that within them, they're right with a gospel or not. When they write songs, they're always sad songs because it comes out of them. This is how they feel. And there
Yes,
are people that write happy songs, joyful, that because that's how they feel.
yes, yes,
And I sing to how I feel. I like traditional hymns, like What a Friend We Have in Jesus. He Touched Me. All this, I love traditional hymns. And I also love choruses, traditional choruses.
yes.
And so these are the type of songs I would write and I would sing. When I'm home cooking, that's what the type of song. I don't sing my
Okay.
songs home. I sing any song at all. But I
Yes.
sing songs I can dance to and cook. So the cooking go quicker.
Yes, the fire catch the rhythm and work faster.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yes, yes, indeed. Boy, it has been so thrilling talking with you. Boy,
Bless you.
it has been a wonderful interview, I must say. Um,
Thank you.
if just the last two questions, if some young person is listening to you and they are thinking that the Lord is calling them into the music ministry, what would you say to them? What advice would you give them?
Well, I am seeing a whole lot, and this is my way of expressing myself. So when I say babies, this is the way I talk
Yes,
all the time. When I see young people, I say, hi, babies. If it's a boy, I say, hi, my prince. If it's a girl, I say, hi, my princess. Like I said,
yes,
the love comes up naturally. So to all my babies out there, my young prince and my young princesses, yeah, but in church or not, and you feel like the Lord is pulling you, number one, go to Him. God is calling you. Number one, you go to Him. Go, don't run away from God. Go to God.
yes,
And once you feel led to the ministry, music, singing, whether playing instrument or singing, go ahead and play. The playing is not coming across too good. Practice until you get it.
get it, yes,
Keyboard, the drums, the tambourine, the whatever. You will never know how God will turn it out for you. So go ahead. If it's in vocals, you love to sing. Even if it's not on the right key, don't stop. I'm telling you that. Don't stop.
yes, yes,
I didn't know what key was. I didn't know what key was. And sing from your belly and wondering, what? But eventually I get it.
yes, yes,
So even if you don't, some people say, but you're singing too loud, but it's not on the key. Go ahead and sing. You don't have to sing where they are in the crowd, but go ahead and still sing. Eventually it will come. And if you're
yes,
doing it right, you're singing the right note and the right key, don't stop doing it. Eventually, God will push you up, put you exactly where you ought to be.
yes,
Sometimes you start
indeed.
with a back singers. Don't worry about that. Some of the greatest singers now were backup singers, and eventually you take over. You take the lead, yeah?
Yes,
And if you're
indeed.
not, if you could sing and you're in a choir, continue being the choir and do the very best you can. Eventually you will get there, but don't stop. My word is
Yes,
don't stop.
yes,
You're
yes,
singing right now. Go ahead and keep singing. If there's a little tune in your belly and in your heart and in your mind, and you don't even tune, write it down. The little song you hear, like a one verse, there's a new song coming on like this, write it down. Keep those paper, write it down. You will never know when you go back and then you complete the entire song. So then start from one line. Write that one line down. So then you look at the music in your head. So then you hear it like a little reggae, put reggae beside it. If
yes,
you hear it sound like a little mentor, put a mentor. If it sound like a classic, put it beside it. So at least when you go back, you remember what. Because if you don't remember, so the
yes,
Spirit of God will put it in then, and you won't remember. So write it down. Always write down stuff that God gives to you.
yes,
And once you're singing, continue singing, continue singing. Never feel dismay as if, no, I can't be bothered because it takes too long. No, it don't take too long. God have the right time for you, the right place, the right person. God know exactly what he's doing. And eventually it will come. One other thing I can say, join a group with a choir or a group at church that sings. If they do rehearsal, join that too.
yes, yes,
So, okay, so join a choir, join a group, sing at church, join any group at church. I can say it's best to do the group thing at church. All right, so once you do that, eventually the singer part will comes out that they
yes,
ask you to do a solo and this, and then you continue from there.
yes,
But the
yes,
base thing I have to say, never ever give up. Keep singing. Keep
Yes.
rehearsing. Keep pushing yourself. If you can start a group too.
Yes,
If you love
indeed.
singing, you can say, let the three of us start a group and start singing in church. You never know who comes to church and hear you sing and invite you to their church to sing. And then you
Yes.
start from there.
Yes, yes.
So push yourself. And if you're singing like you do a song already and you're out there, keep pushing the song.
Yes,
Send it
indeed.
on somebody page. Ask them to send it for you. Keep praying about it. Don't get dismayed. The more you get dismayed, you lock the door to what God will be doing for you. Don't just say thank you, Lord, and keep singing, keep rehearsing, keep pushing yourself, keep writing it down. Just keep doing what you love. One of the best thing in life is to do what you love. If
Yes,
you love it,
indeed, indeed.
go far. Yes, sir.
Yes. Wonderful. Um, so now, just before we close, if someone
Okay.
wants to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with you?
All right. Well, they can see. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. My email. You can get me to my email, which is JoanFlemings @gmail.com. That is Joan, and then you can get me at 370-9631. My telephone number.
Say
It's
the
my
number
own number.
again. The number didn't come
Okay.
out clearly. Say that again.
I'm sorry. So that's for WhatsApp. The number I'm giving you now,
Yes.
anywhere I'm at, you can get me on WhatsApp. So I prefer to give you that one.
Yes, sure.
It's 1876 Jamaica number. I'm a Jamaica country girl.
Yes.
370-9631.
So
And you can get me,
370-9631.
yes. And you can get me anything. It doesn't matter what time or day from you text me. I'm the type of person will text you back immediately. Just say
Okay.
hi and I'll say hi right back.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you can get in touch with Auntie Joan. I am called Miss J for friends. And then
Yes.
I'm called Auntie Joan right around the world. And people Korea, some people say, because I always say country, I'm country girl. They say, hi country girl.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'm Joan Flemmings. Yes. So try any one of those you could try, and definitely if I don't get back to you, my agent will definitely get back to you.
Yes. And I would think that all your songs are on the platforms, the digital
Yes.
platforms, Spotify and
Yes.
places like those.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so persons can go there and get their favorite ones. Okay. Well, it's wonderful, as I said before, a great pleasure and privilege to have had the chance to talk with you for this interview. And we look forward to keeping in touch with you and keeping updated with the things that are happening around you, especially when the new album comes out.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
So the
Oh yes.
Lord bless you and thank you very much.
God bless you too, and thank you so much.
24/7.
Day and night.
24/7.
Sleeping or awake.
Gospel City. 24/7.